Hey, this is Kyle,
And Jen!
and we're live here with our very first Facebook Live for Turner Tiny Homes.
Woohoo!
Yeah, where we're going to do a tour of our tiny home and share some exciting news at the end. So stay tuned for that.
We're not quite all the way done. We're probably 3/4 of the way done. But we are going to give you a tour, so come on
Oh,
in!
yeah, hold on. You want to see the real star of the show here.
That's true.
Hold on. Here he is.
Say hi, Titus! Hey, buddy. Okay, let's go on in.
He loves it under there.
So this is our kitchen. Our whole tiny home is 26 feet long and 8.5 feet wide. We designed our kitchen not a galley style, but just surrounding style. On this side, we have my farm home sink, which was a requirement, and shout out to Faith Taylor for telling us where to get this. It is acrylic, not porcelain, so it's lighter, which we have to be thinking about weight for towing the tiny home. So I'm really excited about this. We have a nice Moen fixture too. I can open it if you want. I don't think it's out of its wrapping. No. But we chose to go with all oil rub bronze finishes. So that will be really awesome, and that will be carried throughout a metallic, like metal theme, or kind of just tidbits will be throughout the whole home. We'll have the kitchen will be separated by the stairs right here, but right now there will be a washer dryer. The washer dryer will be inside. You can see the hookups for that right here. There will be a dish drying rack to the left of the kitchen, and an awesome window that just frames the sink and that we can look at. There will be countertop here, and this awesome full-size stove, which I'm so excited about because that was definitely one of my requirements too. I love, we like to cook at home, and so it's important. This is gas, and Kyle will talk more about this later, but our whole tiny home is off-grid, and did you want to talk a little about this, Kyle?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So we can kind of see here. We have all the electrical running here, all the breakers, and there's some fuses in here too. AC and DC, so it's kind of nice. We've got, this controls our inverter here. We have gas and water shut-offs here just in case. We also have our huge microwave here, which is over the range. It goes up here, out of the way, which is great. Our on-demand water heater, which we still have to install outside. And here's the look at the washer dryer. So these are pretty cool because it washes and dries your clothes, and then it's done. So you just put it in there and then run it, and then it's ready to go, and you put it away. So that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
Jen wanted to tell you a little bit more about the kitchen here.
So I'm excited because a lot of tiny homes that I see don't have any, well, okay, not any. They don't have a lot of countertop space, and that's something that's important to me to be able to prepare if we have people over, then to be able to cook for them. And so this whole area, like Kyle said, this washer dryer is going to go out here, and the microwave will be up above the stove. But this whole area is all countertop, and we'll have a mini fridge underneath the counter. What's really cool, one of our requirements was to kind of bring the outdoors in. There will be a flip-up bar on the outside of this window, and the what's it called, countertop will come right up to the height of the window, so we can just slide things out, and eventually if we put a porch around the tiny home, then we'll be able to just slide things out for parties outside, which is really, really awesome. And oh, right here there will be a fold-down kitchen table. It'll probably sit about 3 people, but we are going to have cubes, which are for seats, and those cubes will double as storage inside. One of them will be insulated for storage that doesn't need a refrigerator, but does need to keep things cool, kind of like just a cooler. But others will be just storage, and then all those cubes, Kyle will talk more about this later, will come together to form a bed. But I'm gonna pass it on to Kyle.
All right, Jen can't see the comments, but I'm loving them. Flip up bar, drive through, it's awesome. If you guys have any questions, just let us know and Jen can shout them out. So moving out of the kitchen, which is probably the best place in the house. Moving over here, we got the nice staircase, like Jen said. We're gonna have the bottom part slide in so we can do box jumps. We're trying to get multi-purpose in here, so we might do some CrossFit in here. We're not quite sure.
Show them where the pull-up bar will be.
Yeah, so this here we're going to have a pull-up bar, so you can do your pull-ups. We'll have another one on the other side, which is part of the barn door that's going to slide out of the way with a ladder on it to get up to the other loft. And between the two, you can actually hang a hammock, or a couple hammocks. So just chill here in the living room. But for actual more traditional seating, we're going to have a full couch here. And then those storage cubes that Jen was talking about, those come together with the couch and form a queen-size bed here. So if you don't want to climb up to the guest loft and sleep in a queen-size bed, or this one's not available with a queen-size bed, you have a third queen-size bed here. So we can sleep like 6 people in actual beds. Of course, it folds up with a bunch of storage in here. And the cubes also come together to form a coffee table that you can lift up, put your feet up, and watch TV on your computer or put a TV on there. So really trying to think of everything. Lots of windows around here. Across from the couch, we're going to have a tiny wood-burning stove mounted on the wall. So we can burn scrap wood, which we have a lot of building this tiny home. Mm-hmm. We also have some electric heating, like thermal resistors that we can use if we have more than enough power. We can heat our home with that too. Underneath that, not done, is our shoe closet. And then over here is my closet, which is a pretty good size. And then I'll have a stand-up desk that folds out so I can use the computer there as well, which I'm pretty stoked about because you can stand up, which is great.
What's going to go in those shelves right there?
On these shelves?
Mm-hmm.
This is shelving on the inside of the laundry room, so we'll probably make something here to hold dog food, things like that. Here, you know, when we start moving on, having kids, probably stock this full of diapers. I don't know how many diapers you can fit in there, but right now probably just puppy stuff for Titus.
How are we going to get up to the guest loft?
The guest loft? Okay, so we have a barn door here that slides, and on that barn door there's a ladder built on it. You know, it'll be more like rustic industrial with like pipes. So we'll have pipe fittings that you can just climb right up.
Nice. So, and how tall do you think it is underneath the loft over there?
See, I'm like 5'11", so pretty tall.
Okay.
I'm not sure what we did. It was like 6'5", something like that. 6'4", somewhere around there. But we wanted to maximize the space above the loft, so we wanted a comfortable height where our tall friends don't hit their head every time, you know? But we could still sit up in the loft. So we found a good happy medium. One thing I forget to mention here is our wind turbine. So we have a bunch of solar panels that are going to go on the roof eventually, but we also got this wind turbine, which is awesome. And here's the body for it, so we'll get to mount this guy. So in the summer and the winter, we'll be covered because we've got these 2 batteries here, which should last us quite a while. 240 amp hours between the two, so that's plenty, and we can always buy more if we need more power. So, yeah.
Your dad just asked again how tall the lofts are.
The lofts?
And you just said that, but they're about 5'6", right? Or he's got a measuring tape.
Up above, or?
I mean, do that and then do the below.
So 3'9", but then we're gonna have some tongue groove on the ceiling and then some floor here. So probably you subtract an inch or so. So I said 3'9", so maybe 3'7", 3'8". I don't know. Like
but from where he's standing to the loft headspace.
I'll measure that. Let's see here.
There's our dog barking.
6'6".
6'6". Awesome.
Yeah.
Now I'll talk about the other area over there.
All right.
Okay.
Jen's other favorite.
Another requirement of mine was to have a full-size closet because I like clothes and I like shoes, which I'll get a second shoe storage area over by Kyle's closet, but we'll share it, don't worry. But this is exciting. Sorry, our dog is barking.
Knock it off. Anyway, sorry.
It's okay. This is exciting because I get a full, I think this is a 4-foot closet right here all to myself, and I'm super excited about it. So Kyle's putting lights. This is the wire for the lights in here, and there will also be 2 more lights in this area. As Kyle said, these shelves are built into the wall basically, and I will be, hopefully between when, storing Titus's stuff and maybe kids down the road, we'll have my craft stuff in there. There will also be a fold-down table here, about at the window height, which you can fold clothes on, or I can put my sewing machine or something like that. This area beside the closet will have. Sorry, Titus is so loud.
Let me close a couple of these windows here. Yeah, the neighbors' dogs, they just love to bark back and forth. Anyway.
But this area is where Titus will sleep. So his crate fits well here in this area. Oh, we just finished the vapor barrier. This is important because when it gets cold, so the moisture doesn't leak in and it doesn't get moldy. But we'll move into the bathroom now. It's nice that we have see-through walls at this point so that we can explain
No
this.
privacy.
But this is exciting because we have a full-size shower, which you can show over here.
Yeah.
This is it 36 by 30? Like 3
Oh,
foot?
I can't turn my phone while I'm live.
It's a 3-foot shower, right?
32 inches, so a little less. Than
Okay,
3 feet, yeah.
but yeah, there's plenty of room, and it's super high. Kyle is 5'11", and he fits under this really well. A rain head shower, which is awesome. Also, oil rub bronze carrying throughout. But this was awesome. We're also trying to stick to a budget. We got this for $15 on Amazon, the shower head, which is good for us. But yeah, there's storage in the shower. So it's awesome that we got a full-size shower. I don't like the bucket that you kind of have to squat in and be careful not to get any on the floor and stuff. But this is a really cool part of the bathroom because Kyle designed this. He has an amazing engineer mind, and I'm really proud to call him my husband because he does so well at designing cool things that work out. We were really worried, like, at first in the design we had the toilet going this way, but then there's like this much room, and then the door would come to our knees right here, and it would not be comfortable because the sink is going to go here. We're going to have a what's that called? Where
Vanity?
A vanity. Thank you. A vanity. But it's awesome because the vanity will be a little bit higher, which is nice for us, so that you don't have to like bend down so much when you're washing your face or whatever. And the toilet will be, this is a compostable toilet, which I'll talk about later, but it will be able to slide in and out. So that when we go, we'll be here, and then we can put it back, and we can turn around and be able to get changed when we come out of the shower and stuff like that. But I'm really excited about that. We have a nice, like, is it marble, the countertop that we got?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice looking
Really
marble.
sweet.
We'll have stained cabinets, white cabinets in the kitchen. I'm excited for the final video for sure to show you guys the all the decorative touches that we put into. But an awesome oval mirror that we have. All of our walls will be tongue and groove, and we'll paint them white. So kind of like shiplap, like Joanna Gaines, but.
And then contrast with the dark Kona stain. So
the stain, the stain that will be in the furniture and the cabinets, but also on the ceiling, our tongue and groove is going to be stained, so that'll be fun. But this compostable toilet is awesome because it allows us to be off-grid as well, so there's no black septic tank. All of our water is gray, and Kyle's going to be talking about more, but I'll show you how the toilet works.
Oh boy. It's going to scare some people.
Where did we get this so we can be sure to...
That's a Nature's Head compostable toilet. It's one of the better ones on the market.
Yeah. So it's awesome because this flips open when you need to go number 2, and you direct it into that hole, and then you direct your urine into this hole. When you're easy cleanup, it's plastic and it's really comfortable to sit on, not bad at all. When you want to, when it's full, you can open it like this, and then this is the urine bucket. You take this out and empty it like this, and then you can take this part out. This the feces mix with just natural. What do you?
Like sawdust,
Yeah,
other
sawdust.
organic
Organic
matter.
material. Thank you, organic material. That's what I was looking for. And it even comes with a little spray bottle to clean it out. But this is really awesome because it also these pipes in here, it vents, so it doesn't smell on the inside. You won't be able to smell it at all. When it's done, when you go number 2, there's a crank for the outside that you just crank the sawdust and your waste so that it just becomes like dirt, and it's not. It's not.
Believe it or not, you could use it in your garden after a year. But I probably wouldn't. But yeah, the real important feature with this is it separates the liquids and the solids, which is the creation of the biohazard. So
exactly.
By separating the two, you essentially end up with just urine and then like dirt, and you can dump those out anywhere.
Exactly.
So it allows us to go off grid. So we might have chosen a normal toilet if we, had a septic all hooked up, but this allows us to park it anywhere, go anywhere, and it just gives us a lot of freedom.
Can I show you guys the lofts now?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh, Heather Turner says hi, Turner.
Hey, Heather. Imagine like I'm walking up the stairs right now, but I have to climb this crankety old ladder. But this loft is awesome because it's not. We designed the roof so that there are 2 different pitches. So it's a 212 where the lofts are, and a 412, right, Kyle? We're in the middle. So that way it gives us a lot of headspace. Like, I'm on my knees right now, and I'm not going to touch the ceiling at all. Like, when there's a mattress in here, it might be a little close, but I wanted to be able to not have to do an armory crawl to get into bed, So it's really awesome. One thing that Kyle and I are both very, very excited about in our loft is this skylight up here. So this is an egress window that opens up all the way. Whoa! You want to come up here?
Yeah, you're going to have to take the phone.
Okay.
Show off the view.
So you explain the egress window, Kyle.
Okay, awesome. So egress window is just a specific dimension, that gives a certain area so you can escape in case of a fire. So we can just climb right out, climb down off the utility box if we need to. But it also is just great on a sunny day. You can open it up. It also has this little vent thing here, so you can get some nice fresh air up here. With the wood burning stove down there, it might get a little warm up here, and if it gets too warm, we just let some air out and control the temperature that way. One cool thing I want to do is have a fold down chair right here, so I can sit in it and have this view while I'm working. Just chilling on. Oh, there we go. Well, you can't really see that well.
Too bright.
But just sit here on my laptop, just checking out the view, doing what I need to do. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, and the other cool thing is at nighttime.
Oh, yeah, we get to watch the stars, which I'm very excited about. Oh, yeah. It's just a beautiful,
So you have this whole window right above your head to check out the stars.
And if it gets too bright, then we will put like some rigid foam with fabric around it so the light gets blocked. But we really like these windows too. They're octagonal, obviously, and they're just nice to look out at right behind us. And directly over the other way, we have another octagonal window, and that is our guest loft. These lofts are 8 feet by 8.5 feet, so they are Are they 7 feet long?
I think they're 8 feet long.
Yeah, I think
they're pretty big.
Yeah. If we had our CAD in front of us, we could tell you, but we think that
cat.
Oh, CAD,
Yeah,
like
the computer model.
automated model.
Yeah.
But that guest loft is awesome because it'll serve as storage whenever we don't have guests over, or we can just watch TV or work in there, and just another space to hang out, kind of just separated. And I think it's really important in tiny homes to have different spaces that are separated so that it feels like a normal size home, and it has that homey feel. So, do you want to show us the outside, Kyle?
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it. Here, I'll just climb in.
We have to get down though.
All right. The outside is my favorite part. Blue. Yeah, so the inside's for her, the outside's for me. So, as this project has been going on, we've had a lot of really cool ideas as we went, but a couple ideas were just like, let's do this. Let's just do this. It came out of nowhere. So, here's one of them. I was gonna save this for last, but it's just so freaking cool.
We'll get a good shot of that.
So it's our rock wall. A lot of these are bolted on here with, we got nuts here on the back and bolts here on the front, stainless. So you can move the holds around, rearrange it. Whenever it gets old, you can.
So we put T-nuts
up.
in all of
T-nuts.
these little holes, and put the rocks on there.
Yeah, and
Cindy says just let us know when you're ready for us. You can come anytime.
all right, awesome. So you can climb. We also put some lights up there, so if you want to climb at night, you know. I'm thinking I should have put some speakers up there, but yeah. So we also kind of didn't trim out the window, but we made it kind of a rock hold, so you can grip it there.
There's the harness system too.
Yeah. Oh, we have a carabiner up there, so you can have a rope climb, training for a ninja warrior, or belaying, you know, your nephews or kids or whatever. So it's fun. So I'm
Show us.
All right.
Don't fall.
Yeah, and I have holds actually on the ceiling here, so you can hang from the ceiling, which is cool.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we're trying to think of alternative workouts. So we've got rope climb, rock wall, maybe do some CrossFit in there with some pull-ups, squats, jumps.
Oh no! It just went to me. I don't know how to change it.
That's okay. You just push this button right here. All right. Stella loves the rock wall. Shelby wants to try it.
We are welcome anytime,
Yeah,
you guys.
you guys
seriously.
are welcome. Come on over. Yeah, it's so fun. It's maybe not super difficult, but we plan on putting some routes up there, you know, taping off some things. So if you come over, you can make your own route and name it. We'll leave it up there for a couple weeks.
Yeah. There you go.
Here's the back. Nothing special. So this is a tiny home on wheels. So just so you know. So you just hook it up to your truck, drive away.
There's Titus
There's
again.
Titus again. Let's go around to the front. I want to show you the utility box here. So not quite done. We could have done like a normal shed type, but I thought this would be cool to give it kind of a sweet design. Maybe it's slightly more aerodynamic. I don't know. So this side here.
I'm sorry about the dog.
Just for storage, this whole area we can store whatever we want. Up here, similarly, for storage, the microwave vents through here and goes out. This area here is all for the electronics and batteries, inverters, charge controllers,
Batteries will...
all that stuff. So we try to keep things separate. You can't turn it.
Okay.
Try to keep things separate for safety because we have gas and electricity and things, and our water heater too. So
Yep.
you don't want to have any
have
problems.
separate bays.
Yeah. So over here, and these will lock too. We just haven't quite put that on yet. This side is where the water heater is, way up here. And we actually have a shower head that has this arm that folds out with an arm attachment, so you can have an outdoor shower area. And so with the bottom door here, this will have another door that folds out, kind of creates an enclosure, and you have a shower curtain that surrounds you, so you can shower outside if you don't want to shower inside, you know, or you wash the dog, wash the muddy kids.
Just in case you want to
Yeah, so
shower outside.
another way to access the storage up here. It's where our propane and water is. So our water inlet is the only thing that we actually hook up with, but we will probably get a 12-volt pump as well to be able to have a reservoir. But here's a couple propane tanks here, one to use, one for a spare. And we'll have some marks on these springs here, so we mark it where it's supposed to be when it's full and where it's supposed to be when it's empty, so we can just open this up and be like, oh, okay, you know, we're doing pretty good on gas, or, you know, we should probably go out and get some more. So that's all there is for this. Oh, one thing, when you fold up the shower curtain, let's say you're on the go, we have this screen here, like it's metal, and so that the curtain can drain out without causing any problems. So if you want to go take it camping and then you're going back home, you don't have to worry about really letting this air out too much before you hop back on the road.
We haven't been able to paint the trim yet, but that will be white.
So that's why it looks terrible.
Yeah.
But
Can you tell us about the trailer?
yeah, okay, the trailer is an Iron Eagle trailer.
There's a lot of weeds right now.
It's their pad series. So it's designed for tiny homes. So typically you would build on top of a flatbed trailer, but this one, it goes down, and so we were able to put the floor joists inside of the trailer. So for insulation purposes, we were able to get, 2x6 worth of insulation. I can't remember what that is, R21 I think. So we're able to get an R21 in our floor, which is fantastic.
Oh, cool.
And then it gives us more height in the lofts because, you know, extra 4 inches about. Let's walk over here. Oh, we're back. Sorry about that. We'll just do this. Anyway, so we'll do that. Come over here.
Let's have the
All right, we'll just do this.
turn around so the tiny house.
What? Oh, okay. We'll do that. You want to look at the tiny home? Yeah. So the pad series trailer, it gives us an extra 4 inches or so. Washington limit is 14 feet for height. And California is 13.5, so we wanted to make it road legal in any state. So we built it, I think, 13'4". So we have a couple extra inches. We might be a little nervous going under bridges, but it's not going to rip. Okay. It's not going to rip the roof off. So, yeah. Hold on. Is there anything that you want to say about the tiny home? Any questions you guys have?
Let us know if you guys have questions or comment something that maybe we're missing or what you would want to add. We really love to hear your guys' input. Your support is so important to us, and we thank you guys so much. So give us something that maybe you would change about our design or that you guys really like. Let us know. Yeah.
I think it's time for the exciting
Whoa!
news. The exciting news.
So I'm excited to say that I have accepted a position with the Lakeland School District, which is near Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So Kyle and I and Titus and our tiny home, we will be moving to Rathdrum, Idaho, which is about 15 minutes north of Coeur d'Alene, and we're really excited because it is a beautiful area and there's lots to do around there. We are sad because there's lots of family and friends here that we miss on Camino, that we will miss on Camino, but we're excited for the new opportunities that God's put in our life, and we can't wait to see what's next. So we will be moving in 10 days on the 26th, which is crazy. So that you just saw inside, we're going to be living in that in 10 days. We'll hopefully try and get the walls up, but we'll see what happens before then. So that we'll make do, but it'll be a little bit uncomfortable for a couple weeks, but we'll be able to finish it really soon. So we're excited for the opportunity, and we can't wait to get over to Idaho. Yeah. If you guys, we're also moving the business over there, so we've had lots of interest from other people for building tiny homes for them. We will be back here on Camino building one in this same spot for next summer, I mean. So that's exciting that we have another one in the works. There's been lots of interest even from other states on the East Coast and Midwest and stuff. So let us know if you guys, if you're interested in building a tiny home and you need just help, give us a shout out, you know. Call us up, and we love to share what's worked for us, what hasn't worked for us, and give you some tips. But if you guys want someone to build a tiny home for you, that's something that we're super excited about. I hope that came through in our video, and Kyle's brilliant mind is able to design just about anything. So sky's the limit as far as design goes. So let us know what you guys, if you would like us to build you a tiny home. Do you have anything else to say, Kyle?
Yeah. Just want to say thanks for everybody who joined us. We really appreciate it, and you guys are awesome. Oh, some cool comments
way!
here.
That's
Yeah, awesome.
I didn't know that Adam and Michelle
30
would be-
minutes from Spokane,
Yeah.
so you'll have to check that out. Oh, and you're also, if you're ever in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho,
Yes, you guys are
come
more than
visit.
welcome.
You know, we had another question: what size bed in there? We have 2 queen size beds, and then one that becomes a third, so 3 queen size beds. So
With our
plenty of
furniture
room for
going together.
plenty of room for guests to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come visit. If you're going up through, you know, Banff, Canada, come stay with us. If you're in Idaho, you know, come hang out with us. And because tiny homes can go anywhere,
Yeah.
literally, you know, we could build them anywhere and move them anywhere. So just let us know. If you have any ideas, yeah, let us know that too, because it's a little ways from being done. So we'll keep adding stuff as we go.
Yes.
But yeah, thanks for joining us. We love you guys, and we'll post this on our page if you're watching.